Hello, everybody. My name is Tyler, and welcome back to the final episode of these personality questions. I'm your host. How are you doing today? Today, I think we're at the end of these questions, so this will also be an episode where we take a brief overlook about what my personality is. We're about to find out my letters, and I'm very excited to find out. The first question is, you often feel overwhelmed. I would say I slightly agree. And to be overwhelmed is very vague. You can be overwhelmed in your personal life or work life. I am currently just overwhelmed work at with work because we have a problem with staffing. So with the small staff that we have, it makes certain aspects of my job very difficult. Case in point, I have to come in an hour early. Sometimes I try to come in early. I try to come in early to make sure that when I start at my proper time, I am more. I'm better set. I'm better well off starting my job than I was coming in. Otherwise, me getting my bench for my team ready for work takes a while before I can even start my own stuff. So it definitely is feeling overwhelmed because we have all these standards and we have all these things that we have to be doing. However, we are set back because we're short staffed. So it's a little bit overwhelming there. It's a little overwhelming because at home too, because I do my best to get as much sleep as possible before my job, and I hope to stay awake as long as I can to really get stuff done. So to get laundry done, to get groceries done, to get meal prep, all these things that a normal person would do, it's very overwhelming to get those like small stuff done because of like my energy levels throughout the day based on how much work I've had. And so it's really difficult to like schedule sleep and schedule food. And I've only just barely managed to schedule like 20 minutes of weightlifting every day now. I missed yesterday's weightlifting, but I definitely had the opportunity to walk relatively 15-20 minutes in my day. So that's kind of a plus. But I do hope, and I do plan on doing some weightlifting before I go to work tonight. I just have to be very cautious, or if I can't get 15 minutes in, I'll get a couple sets of compound exercises. So to combat being overwhelmed, we have to fraction how much we do on certain things. Much like how every day we can like set aside 20 minutes or 40 minutes of just cleaning, and it'll compound into 2 hours, 3 hours of cleaning throughout 2 weeks, which is better than really nothing. But also, it gives you a place of just calmness if you're able to schedule yourself accordingly. But yes, I agree. I slightly agree, but it's manageable. It's kind of like chronic pain. Yet you have to deal with it and find workarounds. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. Methodically. I would say I'd slightly agree. And the things that I complete methodically, it really depends. At work, we're required to. At home, I'd say that was very case by case or variable. For example, I enjoy putting soap in my hands and rubbing it out. That's bad. I like applying soap to my hands before I put it under the wash because methodically, I think it's a better use of product if I do that. Otherwise, if I wet my hands, soap on, lather, I feel like I'm wasting and losing ingredients because some of it will slosh off. So I skip steps to get things done. Or laundry. I just throw everything in there. Every white, reds, every type of fabric I throw in there. I wash everything because that helps me accomplish my goal of getting my stuff washed. But then, depending on what it is, I definitely dry it accordingly. Like if I have to hang dry it, I'll hang dry it. But I wash everything together because I can't afford the time to split up all the darks, all the lights together, and all the colors together. Don't have time for that. So it really depends on what you're asking me. I'm not very methodical with laundry or dishwashing, but I'm very methodical when it comes to work. You are very intrigued by things labeled as controversial. We have an episode about hills to die on, and like I would agree. Here's a case in point. There, I used a Reddit subreddit to like do this question. It's dark, by the way. I'm burping. And so when I come by a very intriguing thing that's controversial, I'd like to see the reasoning of several people. Case in point, there was a one that I talked about to where discuss where cartoons for adults shouldn't exist. And that's very controversial because who cares if you enjoy this cartoon? It's a form of media that you like. It's much like, and if you like it, that's great. If you don't, then I can't make, I don't have the right to convince you otherwise. But if you like it, that's on you. If you don't, then sure, I will recommend what I like. But I can't force you to like what I like. So, controversial conversations are kind of fun. Much like how, well, or even pineapple on pizza. I'm neutral because it's good for I like it. When I won't it won't because pineapple on pizza is even a controversial subject for some people. It's a sweet fruit baked on a pizza. I won't knock it if I get a chance if I have food, but it won't be the first thing I grab at the same time. Hi. The squeaky door. uh
I'm turning on the light.
oh no. Oh no.
Okay, where's the spread?
It's in here. I should have. Yeah. I mean, thank you. I mean, do you want some too?
Sure.
Okay. I guess while you do that, I'll be working on my questions then. Funny ASMR. I mean, there's cheese and cheese accessories. You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more. Um, slightly agree. I would normally hard agree because of my own situation. I feel like good opportunities are often meant to be shared. However, I've been burned before, and so at this point, I'm in a situation where when I see an opportunity, when I see an opportunity that's good for me too, I definitely make the efforts to pursue the personality. However, if the other person
Oh God, I'm in the video.
pursues it, yeah, you didn't realize.
Disgusting.
If the person pursues it too, then that's up to them. If they get into it, that's up to them. I take less ownership in the pursuit of good opportunities of others, less than I do now. I was burnt, but I would slightly agree. I will slightly agree, just because it really just depends. Because if the opportunity gets my friend into a better place in life, sure. I've been. I've come to. You didn't close the cheese.
I thought you wanted it.
Yes, I do, but then I'm also in a situation where I can't. But again, it's fine. It's fine. I would. I'm comfortable where I'm at, but I definitely am always looking out for opportunities to work during the day instead of
Don't mind me.
at night. I'm always looking out for it. However, nowadays, if I find a good opportunity, I will say, hey, if you want, you can try this too. Otherwise, I don't hold their hand anymore, and I mostly would love to look out for me. You struggle with deadlines. I slightly agree. If I have a deadline to get my laundry done, I'm very bad at it. If I have a deadline to get to the gym, I'm kind of bad at it, but I make it up by doing workouts at home. I may have a bad deadline when it comes to brushing my teeth. I at least do it once a day, and I floss at least twice. So that's something. I floss when I'm driving sometimes, so that's fine. But otherwise, I struggle with deadlines, kind of. But it really depends. Like I had to do a compliance training at work, but for some reason the internet wouldn't let me stay connected, so that is not good. And so I couldn't finish my training. I'm sorry, boss, if you're watching and or listening. I couldn't do my training today, so I'm trying tonight. You feel confident that things will work out for you? I think it. I slightly agree. It's not. Oh, it's not always. It's not binary. It's not always binary about how things will turn out. There's in the realm of quantum mechanics, anything and everything is possible. And oh god, it's awesome. When speaking in infinites. I. Oh, it's um. I think of this often because of like it's funny because like Mark is lovingly uh well recently it's kind of funny to where even like Mark's in space with Markiplier has the line where it says uh when speaking in infinites unlikely it's just a certainty waiting for its turn, and that's funny to where things will things will work out in the end, it's fine. I never actually finished a watch through of In Space with Markiplier. I should make a stream and content to do that. Um, if I get kick clubbed, then fuck whatever. However, but yeah, I do feel confident that things will work out. Not just for me. It's not a singular thing that'll happen to where it'll just happen. It'll things will happen. Things will work out. Because again, when speaking in infinite uncertainty, it it's just unlikely. It's just un unlikely. It's just certainty waiting for its turn. Things will happen. If I ended up getting this job after working two jobs for about a couple years, so I found my one job a week. So that was fun. I struggled for a couple years to just working two jobs, and now I worked at one. So maybe at some point I'll have no job because YouTube and Twitch are profitable. Who's to say? But again, that is the last question. So we'll get to see in this episode what it is. What are my results? Survey says I am an advocate. So let me get the note up. Not that's I don't really know what that means. But let me just INFJ dash T. I feel lied to. This is 5 letters. We're supposed to know our 4 letters. Why do we know four? Why is it dash T? But I am an advocate where I'm 52% introverted. Haha. I'm more introverted than extroverted. I'm more intuitive than observant. I'm intuitive by 55%. Nature determines how we make decisions and cope with emotions. I make feelings based on feeling 51%. So I'm really split down the middle. When it comes to the traits determined by how we interact with our environment, introverted, haha. People thought I was lying. I'm secretly introverted. This trait, I direct our mental energy intuitively. So intuition, feeling, that works out. Tactics, the trait reflects our approach to work and decision making. I'm judging. I'm more judge. I guess what does that mean? Judging. Sure, but I'm 56% judging. What does turbulent mean? And what does well? I mean, judging is just wait. How do you define judging? So when it comes to judging, judging refers to forming an opinion. So I would what's prospecting? Prospecting is what does it mean to prospect someone? Okay, so it's kind of like scouting kind of way. I'm more scoutful than sure. This trait underpins all others, showing how confident we are in our abilities. I'm more. What's turbulent? Turbulent means characterized by conflict, disorder, or confusion, not controlled or calm. Chaotic, I guess. When someone is to be turbulent is to be in a state of agitation or dis- disturbed. Turbulent feelings or emotions, showing distance. So I guess I'm really active. I guess. Read my profile. Sure. That's fine. Um, wait, I'm. So the personality type is really dependent. So you're either INFJ or T. Diplomat, constant improvement. My role is the diplomat. It determines your goals and my strategy revolves around constant improvement. Okay. Advocates are maybe the rarest personality of all, but they leave their mark on the world. So, okay. Let me just go into this in the next episode. I'm gonna let's see strengths and weaknesses. Hmm. I'm seeking purpose. Okay, nothing lights up advocates like changing someone else's life for the better. Being an influence. I like being an influence. Okay. A few close relationships, provided that they're genuine, can fill an advocate heart to the brim. Yeah, I have a small circle of friends, but I would like to think they're meaningful. uh, huh. I'm closely related to MLK, Mother Teresa. Sure. I'm creative, insightful, principled, passionate, or altruistic. Aren't happy to succeed at another person's expense. That's true. Um, I'm sensitive to criticism. I'm a perfectionist. I'm prone to burnout. Oh yeah, that sounds like the majority of YouTube. Conclusion. What is the conclusion about me? Let's see. In the end, it's your actions, how you respond to the circumstances that reveal your character. Kate Blanchett. Okay. Huh. Advocates' gifts include idealism, determinism, and the ability to. Why do I. For some reason, when I read determinism, I thought about Undertale, but I've never played it. That's fine. The ability to envision a better future, but it doesn't. They don't want to hear what makes them great. They are committed to actually using their gifts because to become better people and serve a greater purpose. Uh, hmm. I mean, sure, sure. That is, I. So if you want, you can read up on me. I am, I am a NFJ. I, I get to learn more about what that means at some point. But yeah, those are my results. Let me know down in the comments below what kind of personality you are. It is definitely like with a lot with a lot with how do I explain this? With a lot of these tests, much like your personality as this horoscope, as this zodiac, they are there's something that you want to reflect on and compare, but don't you can't blindly believe and follow these readings. You have to just take them as face value, and you may act in a certain way, but these are tools to help you better understand your personality and help you better understand yourself. And the point of this podcast is kind of similar to these. We have conversations, we have discussions, and we learn more about ourselves and each other in this community. So let me know down in the comments, and let's start the conversation. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoy the show. If you liked it, please consider following on social media. I'm Wtphu, WTPHU, on most social medias. It's Wtphugram or whatever on the internet. You'll find it. It's been on the screen. You'll know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, my name's Tyler. I'm your friend, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.